Today we're going to be talking about Kharmic Shift. Okay, Kharmic Shift is basically an alignment. Well, basically. Kharmic Shift is how how your character affects the world. Let's say your character kills another PC. He kills an NPC and he chops off his dick and throws it at you, or something like that. Something extremely violent and wow, you know what I mean? So that character will be reduced in karma by, I don't know, let's say 12 or 13. Being at level, you start at 0, so you're down to 13, and you would be at hold on a second, let me find it. You would be at negative 13, which is under mischievous. So you start at mischievous because it's something that can be forgiven. It's a one-time thing. You're not going to be forgetting it, but you can forgive it because it's a one-time occurrence. He had a moment of insanity. It was like, it's nothing. We know his sanity is low. I mean, we expect it. What you gonna do? All right, let's say again. The very next day, he like chops somebody's head off, and he like takes a shit in his mouth. You know, something very vile. That'll drop him down to all the way down to negative 64, which puts him at putrid. Uh, Now you expect him to do stuff like this because he's already shown prior abilities to do it. He's dropped down to putrid. Uh, he's becoming more vile by the second. He has a black glow about him. Um, People notice that he's starting to be more evil. People in town see it. People around you see it. Animals are like uh, scream and quelch at his presence. Uh, he's slowly starting to work along the lines of bad guy. You can tell it. You can see it. That's what your character thinks, and that's what it's perceived to be. Or let's say a wounded animal in the forest. The very next day, a wounded animal in the forest is trapped in a bear trap. Right, his leg is broken. So that character picks the rabbit up. He ties the leg. He treats it very kindly for months and months until it's better, and he lets it free. That would bring him back up to devilish. You trust him a little bit more because he shows signs that he can be good when he wants to be. You see where I'm going at? This karmic meter affects what your character is going to be like. So it can flux up and down depending on what you do, depending on treachery, depending on stupid, crazy shit, and just depending on all around how he behaves. And eventually, once we figure out how to do it, we're going to add adjustments to the meter. Basically, what that means is that when your character goes up or down in good karma, bad karma, whatever, he'll get an effect or mental trait that affects that character. So he'll get something like maybe I don't know, black. Like I said, a black aura or a white aura or like bone claws or a vast number of things that could happen. There's a vast majority of things that could become a part of that. You know, things like that. And so you can really tell already that this karma meter could be a lot more valuable to game experience than alignment in D&D, for instance. Just like what was his name? Just like what he said on alignment, the balls. Um, Karma alignment doesn't really affect in-game experience that much in D&D, and that always upset me because it looks like it could be done really well, like I said in that one comment, and it can be done really well if you have the right system to apply it. And so I made this system so that it can flux up and down, in the middle, sideways, whatever, depending on how you play the game. You know, and it really adds a new layer to the game itself because you're limited, but you're not limited as much as you were in D&D when alignments were in view, because now you can actually decide how evil, how good, how neutral, how whatever. There's no chaotic neutral, there's no lawful good. it's a whole new game ballpark now. It's a fluxing system because it can go up and down like an escalator. And by this method, I really like it because it allows for such well epicness because it shows how your character can be and can't be. He can always go up on the scale. He can always go down. It doesn't stand still, which is good because people don't stand still. They do good and bad things. So in essence, this meter isn't oh, you're automatically evil and you're always going to be evil no matter what. No, no, this meter, you can be anything you want to be. You can be, depending on how you play, you can become this really amazing paragon. You can be the virtue of good. You can be the virtue of evil, or you can run it just like Gray, and you can be someone who kills and does good things. He can do both. See, it's not limited to one or the other because life isn't limited to one or the other. So why should we have a system that limits us to either being really good, categorized as that, or being really bad, categorized as that? And sorry, I'm like foaming at the mouth trying to get this stuff out so I don't trip up my words. But it really allows for some really cool moments in game because, as like I said, as you do this, you also gain adjustments which make your character look a certain way or behave a certain way. Well, not behave, but look a certain way. Uh, Mostly look a certain way, I gotta say. Uh, and if you go up a lot, then that particular evil adjustment will go away. Or that if you go down a lot in the evil scale, uh, then that particular good adjustment will go away, and so on and so forth. And it's always adjusting. It's always fixing itself. Kind of like the sanity meter, but it doesn't make you go crazy and kill yourself at the end of the day. No, this is purely what your character wants to do and how he approaches things. And you know, it also affects how people see him sometimes. You know, you just never know. And I guess that's all I have to say. I really spit the words out, didn't I? Well, I kind of had to because I'm so excited about this new idea. And as it is now, you can really take pretty much anything in Aurelia and bring it over to any other game like D&D or World of Darkness. It can apply to a lot of things, especially like sanity or karma meter. I mean karma shift. So I guess that's all I have to say for now, guys. And I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to um, join us on aurelia.proboards.com. Don't forget to check out aurelia.wikia.com, and don't forget to go to ouraurelia.webs.com. Bye-bye.